Hello, it's another edition of Saturday Night, and I'm Thecla Wilkie. Give me 30 minutes of your time and I'll make it worth the while. Speaking of our content for tonight, we do have Tee Mac in the house. Yes, Tee Mac is in the house. We'll be chatting with him much later. We'll also be bringing you a feature on Flavor. Yes, Flavor did something recently in Germany. We'll be bringing that to you right about now. It's Saturday night. All I need you to do is sit back, relax, and keep a distance from your remote. We'll be right back.
That was Chinedu Okoli, aka Flavor, displaying his favorite track, Osondi or Wendy there. When Mr. Flavor came on stage, home-based musicians entertained the audience. One of them caught my attention. He is a German who has never been to Nigeria. He, however, speaks the Nigerian pidgin and also mimes the Nigerian songs almost perfectly.
A good friend of mine was a DJ in a club where I've been going before when we were younger. And he played first Nigerian music, and then I start to listen to that music. I say, yeah, that is the African music that give me the feeling to like to cover those songs, to learn them. Because once, you know, for example, when you listen to Macarena, you don't understand the language or you don't understand the meaning. You just go like, hey, Macarena. That's what you know. And so it started like, Gongwaso, Kutukwao, anywhere I did now.
This summer, Nigerian music is enjoying frequent airplay on German FM stations. This is because the Germans have come to love the Nigerian music style, which is becoming very popular in Europe. You know, when I sit here driving through the motorway of Germany, tune my radio and Flavor comes up or P Square comes up. You know, I ask myself, how, when did that happen? The night-style building in Mulheim and Ruhr was filled to capacity as Africans living in Germany and other Europeans cashed in on the opportunity to savor the prime moments of Flavor on stage.
Well, give it to Nigerians. Wherever they go, they always spread their wings and fly really high. Well, we'll be going over to the studio now where Tee Mac is standing by to have a chat with us in our chat room. It's Saturday night. Stay tuned.
Dedicated to Thecla.
Oh, thank you so much.
My way.
The final curtain, my friend, I say it clear, I state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my
Here we are in our chat room, and we're about to bring in Tee Mac. Join us as we bring him in. We usher Tee Mac into our chat room. Yes, Tee Mac, come on in.
Saturday night and feels alright.
Come on. Okay, I'm better off with my day's job. I'll keep my day's job.
Good.
Yeah, you're welcome to Saturday Night.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Tee Mac, you've been here forever.
You're right. Forever. And I hope it's going to last forever.
And you've remained like this for this long.
Yeah, a lot of people say so.
A lot of people say so, and I'm joining the lot of people that have been saying so, that you have remained this young for this long. What's your secret?
Moderation.
Moderation.
Which means no smoking, very little booze, take it easy with the ladies, play your flute every day, and exercise. The secret lies in, as long as you exercise every day, the body regenerates, and also what you eat. I don't eat red meat. I haven't touched red meat in maybe 38 years.
Wow.
No red meat at all. Occasionally fish, but a lot of vegetables and fruits.
Wow. So that's the secret.
That's the secret.
It has nothing to
I
do
get
with...
it free of charge. I'm not charging nobody for it. Stop eating meat. Stop killing those cows and goats, etc. Eat fruits and vegetable and fish. And you'll live forever on, happily healthy.
You're spoiling market for some people, do you know that?
I don't care. That's the truth.
All right, okay. Yeah, so that one has been put aside. He's not into any kind of surgery or anything like that.
No. Maybe when I'm 120 years old, I'll go for a facelift.
Oh, that would be well overdue. Yeah, Tee Mac, how do we define you? Because you are into so many things.
Well, I was kind of very busy when I was young. I studied economics in Switzerland. I have a master's degree in high finance. I studied, of course, the flute. I'm a concert flautist. And I used to teach classical guitar, few people know, when I was young. And I have a PhD in music, philharmonic composition. That means I love more than even performing to sit quietly in my room on a big screen and write my symphonies for 100, 120, 140 instruments.
Interesting. That's a very broad spectrum.
I have a 13-piece band. I'm producing my son. I produce occasionally a top talent. I have my own recording studio, just for myself, very selfishly. And of course I have my 12 dogs and my 2 monkeys who take some of my time too.
How do you split it? Because, I mean, Tee Mac, you just mentioned a broad range of activities you're involved in on a daily basis. How do you do it? How do you manage and still keep this young and fit and together?
I have 6 telephones and I have 5 PAs. And 1 PA is for oil, 1 for mining, 1 for entertainment, 1 personal PA, and they report to me in the morning. Everyone gets the assignment of the day. 1 sits in the car, helps me to answer the phones, and 1 is in charge to reply my Facebook, my Twitter, my emails. The important ones have been given to me. It is all matter of organizing your life. You have to designate to work to other people. You cannot do everything yourself. And I believe in hiring the right people for the right job, because that's how you get things done.
So we can safely say Tee Mac is sitting on top of an empire and is running it efficiently.
I'm not sitting on top of an empire. I'm sitting on top of, I don't want to say my age, many, many years of hard work.
Oh my gosh, I thought this age thing was something attributed to women alone. So men do hide their age.
No, I don't hide my age, but it's not important, because it's how you feel which is important. Not
so how do you feel
the
now?
Numbers. I would say today I feel like 24.
24? 24?
Yes.
So I'm older than you now, as we speak.
How do you feel today?
I'm feeling 25.
No, you feel like 18 today. You're feeling like 18.
I am feeling 25. Just
That
1
means
year
you're
older.
middle-aged.
No, 1 year older than you. You're 24. I'm 25. So I'm
Okay.
older than you, right?
So, Ma.
Agree?
Yes, Ma. Yes, Ma. Thank you, Ma.
Alrighty. Okay, now let's roll back to the very start. Tee Mac.
Yes.
A lot of people know you on stage, but people don't really know much about you, right?
Because that's how I like it.
That's how you like it, but for the benefit of those who are meeting you for the very first time, where are you from?
I'm half Shirley, half Swiss, born in Lagos. After my father was assassinated, he was the Swiss ambassador, my mother a Shirley princess. I had the great luck to be educated in Switzerland. Best schools, best education. I came back in the 70s, had my first band, Tee Mac Afro Collection, with Tunde Kuboye, Berkeley Jones, Lalo Atkins, Steve Black, Licha Dusis, fabulous band. Then when the world-famous drummer Ginger Baker came and took them away, I was angry, but it was a blessing. I went back to Europe, formed a band, and had a couple of hits. And now I'm home. I have a very, very tight band. I really enjoy my band. I play Afro salsa, I play Afrobeat, I play jazz, everything with it.
Did you actually go to a school? Did you do a formal...
12 years I went to the music academy.
Okay.
I first had private lessons, and I went in Zurich to the music academy. From then on, that was my life. 5-6 hours a day.
You just practice?
Practice. And then when you do your master degree, I was very blessed to do it in Paris with the #1 called Jean-Pierre Rampal. And then I came back home to Nigeria. I had my degree. And everybody was looking at me saying, yeah, what is this? I mean, it looks nice, it sounds different. And I had to tell everybody, this is a flute. This is called a concert flute in C. Because it ends and starts on the C note.
Interesting. Were there any kind of opposition while you were making up your mind to go into music full time?
Oh, not with my Swiss family.
Resistance?
But when I came back home, my stepfather, Sir Mobolachi Bank Anthony, said to me, no, my son, you cannot come home and be a musician. So I had a job in UTC as manager for hardware industry and Venetian blinds and so on. It lasted 1 year and I ran away and started my first band, Tee Mac Afro Collection. And I think that's the only time I had a full employment in my life, to be honest.
Interesting. And so far, it's been so far so good.
Well, I have a new album out in the market called Just Like a Dream. And sometimes I look back at my life, and I have to say that it is just like a dream, because it went so fast. I have seen the whole world. I've played for kings, I've played for queens, for presidents, for beggars, for prisoners. I would say I had the pleasure to help some people maybe overcome stress, coming to listen to me. I make it a must that I never have a bad concert. I rehearse very tight, like I'm going to have a couple of shows during the Olympics, a big gala night, and we wouldn't believe it, for 5 days I've rehearsed with my band now 6 hours a day. Songs we have done before, new songs, just make sure it is absolutely tight, smooth, everybody knows their parts.
Way back in time, I mean, when the Nigerian industry was still very young and still budding, how was it like? How was the experience like at that time?
I actually enjoyed it more than now. We had lesser facilities. We were recording on 4-6 tracks. Now my studio, my house, I can do 1,000 tracks. It's all electronic, it's all software, it's all very complicated. Now you see the young people, they have one song, a CD, they go on mime, and that's about it.
In your own opinion, would you say modernization is a curse on us?
No, I wouldn't say so, because it makes it a little bit easier. But nowadays, every kid has a little laptop or a computer in his bedroom. They do beats, everything is electronic, then they sing to it. And I'm not happy about the content of the quality. I'm not happy about the lyrical content. There's so much swearing, so much nonsense in the lyrics. My appeal to the young generation is, a song will be there forever. It's like a painting. Don't rush it to just make some quick bucks, because there are 100,000 CDs being released and 2-3 make the money. So you're gambling. In our days we didn't gamble. We made sure that album will be good and it will sell. My best-selling album sold 18 million copies. And I still make nearly $500,000 a year on royalties on that album, because it's still being played 30 years after it was released.
So in your own opinion, what can we do to stop this, according to you, the fact that most young people aren't really doing music and aren't really reeling out good songs, lyrics that make sense?
Very simple. I love the enthusiasm of the young people. Now everybody wants to be a star. Everybody wants to be in show business. In those days, very few even had the permission of their family to study music or be a musician. Everybody had to be a lawyer, a doctor, or a banker. Now the families realize, oh, there's money in show business. But what we need to do is build more music school where those kids who want to go into music learn the basic, the rudiment of music, the musical alphabet, to read and write, and the songs will become more intelligent, richer, because now those kids will understand what a song means, that there's a chorus part, verse part, bridges, there must be a little solo here and there. But if you don't know, even the young people listening to those CDs, they need what we call music education, not to become a musician, music appreciation classes. Radio stations should play more good music for the kids to hear the difference between good and bad music.
Speaking of you in person, how many albums do you have to your credit?
I have to count them. I don't remember.
Them.
I have done classical albums, the Mercantante flute concertos. I've done my own, the City of Mercalash, etc. My first album, I think, was Party Fever in 1976 in Nigeria. Before that, I did in Europe one which was not known in Nigeria, but that was after my successful Silver Convention 1 and 2. Then I did Mixed Grill, I did Night Illusion in 83, which went to the second position in the hit parade, and I had a 10 years in between while I was just doing film tracks. And then I did Slightly Sinful, and the last one which came out is Just Like a Dream. There are some few collaborations, etc., which I did in between.
So do we tag you? Would you say your voice or the flute is what really sells you?
I would say both, because I do the lead
really
singing.
sing?
I do the lead singing on my albums, but because I was for over 15 years quoted under the top 5 flute players in the world, I use this to brand myself. But if you see me live, I do all the main singing. I have my son now doing the rapping, because I'm not a rapper, and I have chorus girls as backup voices. My music is kind of compact.
You just mentioned your son going into rapping and all. Rapping is not synonymous with gibberish and things that don't really make sense?
I would say rapping has actually existed since the 20s.
Okay. Now in the contemporary music scene, rapping seems to be one of the major things musicians...
Rapping is only in the black community a major thing. In the white community, rock makes more money.
We're talking about Nigeria.
Folk music. Nigeria is part of the world. So in Nigeria, rap has... I would say it has become a bit dominant, but I'm talking about the whole world, where rap only does 8% of the turnover. Classical music still makes more money than rap.
Okay.
Folks makes more.
Home-wise, now we're talking about home, we're bringing it back to home.
Even home, rap doesn't make the money as local music, Fuji, Juju, Akbala, Boktripo, whatever. They still make more money than rap. But the rappers are the ones which are being shown on certain TV channels, because they have videos where half-naked girls are dancing. You show a big expensive car you hire for the video. I would say rap is maybe the in thing under the young people, but anybody above 30 doesn't like rap. Do you like rap? Do you like rap? You are below 30, but do you like rap?
I'm below what?
You are below 30. Do you like
on
rap?
The program, yes, I'm 25.
Exactly. Do you like rap?
Yeah, I do. It depends
Some.
on the... Yeah, some of them, yes, I do.
I would say for me it is out of 1,000. I would say that's a good
But
song.
your son is rapping already, so how do you marry that?
He is also being trained, and he's studying at the Musan Center singing R&B.
If you as much as probably dislike the rap as you say it, why would you encourage your son to go into rapping?
Because if my son wants to be a plumber or a carpenter, I would say you have my blessing, but be the best plumber, be the best carpenter. It doesn't matter what you do. Do whatever you want to do to the best of your ability, so you leave a legacy. So whatever you do, do it well. If somebody wants to be a rapper, rap well. Don't just run your mouth.
Okay.
Some of the rappers locally, they have bad accents, or they rap in, well, Pidgin English, that's okay, or in Yoruba, that's fine. But
okay, but if you're not able to convince your son, into going into anything else but rap, how can we convince the other ones, the other contemporary music young people?
My son is studying how to play guitar.
Okay.
He is studying how to read and write music.
Okay.
He's studying how to sing, but he loves rap, so I will not disturb him.
Okay.
And it's nice in my program, singing, etc. Then comes quiet, talking drum and rap. He raps some nice lyrics, not bad lyrics.
Okay.
I make sure I look at his lyrics.
Okay,
so it brings a new flavor into the music.
You have made a distinctive impact in the music industry here in Nigeria. Can you recount some of your landmark achievements?
In Nigeria or worldwide?
Worldwide, as Tee Mac.
Maybe the day I was in Holland with my band, and I got a phone call at 8 in the morning. That was in 73. And my producer said, Tee Mac, are you standing or sitting? I said, why? He said, sit down. Okay, I said, why did you wake me up at the show last night? He said, Tee Mac, you're #1 in the American hit parade. And I gasped first, and then came 2 years of tremendous stress, of tremendous whatever, touring and touring, 2 shows a day at $200,000. In the end, we sold 18 million copies of Fly Robin Fly up to the sky. And I wrote the music, and Kunze, my producer, wrote the lyrics. So that was maybe the most amazing time.
And you seem to know some of these big names in the music industry, like the Jackson family and all of that. How did that relation? How did you strike those relationships?
Well, my manager, Jim Bishop, managed the OJ's, Temptation, Teddy Pendergrass, Betty LaBelle, and the Jacksons. So I met them when they were small, and Marlon remained my friend. We have a project here in Nigeria. Marlon Jackson comes in about every 3 months. I'm bringing the Jacksons to Nigeria on October 1st for a concert. They are touring very, very successfully in the United States at the moment, without Michael, but they still call themselves the Jacksons.
That's interesting. So now you have kids.
I don't talk much about my family, but my oldest son lives in Switzerland. He never wanted to be a musician. I have 4 grandsons from him.
Wow, you're a grandfather.
Yes, of course. His mother was a beauty queen, and then I have a daughter with another beauty queen who unfortunately deserted me, so I haven't seen her in many years, but she just contacted me on Facebook about 2 weeks ago. And then I have my youngest son of another beauty queen, and at the moment I live very happily with 12 wonderful dogs and 2 monkeys, and I'm free.
Did you hear that?
I'm free.
Did you hear that?
I am free. Can you
He's
imagine?
single and available.
I'm single.
Are you available?
Yes, I'm available if the right one comes. If not, I enjoy my freedom because I can go home and compose. Nobody's saying, where have you been? Who have you seen? Blah, 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 blah. But you're right, I'm free and I'm happy.
Interesting. And you went from one beauty queen to another. So you like beautiful women.
I like beauty in everything. Look, it's not a very beautiful flower, but I love beautiful flowers. I love beautiful paintings. When I have 6 or 8 poppies, the most beautiful of the poppies,
we are talking about
I will
women.
fall in
You like
love.
Beautiful women.
I love beauty in anything, not just with women.
Because you have gone for beauty queens.
Yes.
How come?
Because they attract me. I'm an artist.
So
I'm not saying, I may say, lesser beautiful women may be better mothers, better wives. I agree with you. Beauty queens need your checkbook or they need your credit card.
And once you run out of it,
No,
they run
well,
out of it.
I wouldn't say so, no. I must defend my ex, that it was maybe more my mistake, that I was constantly traveling, never available, and then I said, look, let's split in peace. But beautiful women, they attract me.
Even as we speak?
As we speak.
So if you're not a beauty queen and you know you don't fall into that category, just stay off. When he's passing by, just take the other route because you won't catch his fancy. You just won't catch his fancy.
No. I'm polite. I have wonderful fans. Some are less beautiful, some are beautiful. And I would say the best female friends I have are not actually very beautiful because they have very good characters. They're either professional musicians, songwriters, film producers. So beauty, some have the beauty outside, and some have the beauty outside and inside, and I'm looking for that.
The inside.
Yes.
The inner beauty is what you're looking for. So what's your ideal of an ideal woman for you?
She must be slim, good looking, and tall.
Thank God I'm taking.
Yes.
Because we are on the big side.
You're not on the big side.
You're depressing people like us.
No, you're not on the big side. I am talking, when it comes to big side, I'm talking about those who couldn't sit in this chair. I went to Calabar once, and I saw many times, I saw a big mommy sitting on a chair, waiting for a taxi to pick her up. And I asked the taxi driver, why don't you give her a lift? He said, no, that won't go spoil my shock absorbers.
Oh my goodness! Oh my God, but you are a vegetarian, so maybe by the time you bring in, it's part of the crusade to also rehabilitate people who are big. I mean, if you bring in a big person into your home as a wife,
then
as
I
a
will
partner,
tell her first, stop meat, because meat is 90% fat. Stop eating junk food. Go back to the original home food. My favorite food is banga soup with fresh fish.
All right, Tee Mac, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time with you, and I'm sure the general public have also enjoyed our chat on the program. Thank you so much for coming on Saturday Night. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much for inviting me. And I hope I'll be back soon.
Very, very soon.
Now let's go to my rehearsal studio and listen to how we rehearse.
Oh,
okay?
Great. Fantastic. Viewers, we are just about to leave here. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and have a pleasant night.